What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is a video I didn't want to make. Feel like we all should have seen it coming, but today, currently like 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, the H2M mod project has been completely shut down. Activision sent out a cease and desist to the H2M mod developers, and as you can see by the tweet, it's gone. This is extremely infuriating, and I know all COD players, real COD players around the world that were so excited for this are absolutely devastated. I feel terrible for the mod team. I mean, there was so much hype around this mod pack and so much time clearly went into it. They did a full-blown remaster of Modern Warfare 2. Like, it is, if you know anything about it, like, you've seen the extent that these guys have gone to. And it's so infuriating. It just goes to show how out of touch Activision really is when it comes to things of anything Call of Duty related. The reason for the shutdown is honestly, there is no reason. You simply cannot give me a solid reason that $1 billion company had to shut down this minor mod project on a game that you had to buy to be able to even play. To be able to play the H2M mod, you had to own a copy via Steam. If you pirated the game, from what I read, you would still manage to get in, but admins would be checking if you had legitimate copies or something along those lines. You had to pay to play the game. So Activision just made a bunch of money selling copies of a game that nobody played anymore. There was like no players. Take a look at the average players. I'm going to put it on screen right now. The average players in July was 12 people. 12 people. The average players jumped up like thousands. In the last 24 hours, there was 2,400 people playing this game that was dead for years. Years. If I scroll all the way down, it was the years. The all-time peak is only 6,000. I wouldn't be surprised if on Steam alone, they only sold like 40,000 copies of the game max, if that. So I really don't understand where the complaint is. You just made so much money from all these players just jumping out of nowhere and purchasing your game. And then to shut it down, it's just, there's no reason. And you can't say that it's splitting the player base or they're worried that people aren't going to buy Black Ops 6. Because the only people that actually cared about this mod were real OG COD players. Your 13-year-old Jimmy that plays it after fucking elementary school didn't give a shit about this. He didn't care. Frank, that's 40 years old, that plays fucking Warzone and buys your stupid fucking skin packs, isn't going to play this either. He don't give a fuck. Only people that could play this were people on PC that wanted OG COD. They wanted to go back and play something that we should have been, as consumers, as players, we should have gotten a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered long ago. Activision is just a bunch of scumbags. On top of the fact that they made money, there's zero reason because the player base for Modern Warfare Remastered is significantly small. Like, there's only like a few thousand people that were going to be playing this. That's not going to take away from like the millions of players you have on your Warzone and your Call of Duty 6 or Black Ops 6 that's going to come out. That it does not going to affect the split player base. And to top it all off, the most scummy thing about this whole situation is that Activision did it the day before the mod dropped. This was announced so long ago. If I wanted to, I could just go find the tweet of when they announced it. This shit is like at least been like a year, 2 years in the making, at least. And now they're shutting it down the day before, after all this hype has been built, after everybody purchased a copy of Modern Warfare Remastered. Now they put the cease and desist the day before it drops is the scummiest thing that they could do. This $1 billion company is making money off of a game and said fuck you to all the players that wanted to play on this mod and just shut it down the day before. They didn't shut it down the day they announced the release date. No, they didn't shut it down then. They waited till everyone bought it, hoping that they would play over the 2 hours on Steam so they couldn't refund it. I already saw this coming, so I didn't play the game at all. I literally just started downloading it, and then I got a notification on my phone for the tweet, and I'm refunding it. And I hope that if you haven't played 2 hours yet, refund it, because Steam will refund it if you're under 2 hours. But it is just so pathetic and so infuriating. This is something that I was looking forward to so much, because I don't really like the new CODs. I don't. They're not that good. I'm not that hyped for Black Ops 6, and I'm not even going to be buying it. I'm going to be getting off a Game Pass. I don't want to give COD my money really anymore, especially Activision. And this just is such a shutdown for such a small niche group of players that wanted to enjoy something. I mean, even if all the players from here like didn't want to buy Black Ops 6, it's August. The game, like Black Ops 6 comes out in like November. So everyone, like most of the people would be burnt out of this by then and stop playing, and probably would have got Black Ops 6. So it boggles my mind. There's zero reason for this to have happened. It is extremely infuriating, and I really wish something could be done. And I feel the most bad for the developers. Like, I got my like $30 back that I spent on the game because I bought it on sale. I got that back. I'm disappointed, sure, but these developers dedicated so much time to this. Like they didn't make money off of this. Like, I don't know if they had a Patreon or any sort of donations where people could donate, but besides that, if they did have that, they weren't making any money off of this. Like, it's so disappointing. I feel so bad for the devs putting so much time and effort into something like this for it to just be literally like thrown back at their face. It is just, it's terrible. And yeah, so at the end of it, that's a rant, but it's just, it's so pathetic and so sad that we even had so much hype for this, and the day before it just gets thrown out. So do yourself a favor, don't buy anything from Activision. It's probably the best thing you can do. Fuck them. Refund your game so that Activision ends up losing all the profits they just made off of this. And go play X-Defiant. Go spend your money on X-Defiant. All right, well, that's going to do it for the video. I just wanted to get this out there to have a rant, because the players' voices need to be heard, and the frustration needs to be heard. And I hope they reverse this, but it's Activision, and we see how scummy they are. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up for anything like that. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please drop a like and sub, share it. Activision needs to know the players are upset. That's the only thing you can do. Refund the game, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.